Well, it's a bit of a cold one today. Surprise, surprise. A couple of snow flurries earlier, but nothing on the ground. Nothing substantial. Some stuff on the hills around us, which I'll show you in a bit, but it's the afternoon, time for chores. So I'll get out there, feed some baleage to the cows. I've got to shift them to a new paddock, so I'll bring you along for the ride. Well, not too much baleage here at the moment. As you can see, it's a bit of a sad affair, but I'll discuss with you shortly why that's not too much of an issue for me. We're definitely going to need to put it in a full drive. Well, let's get these hungry cows in this paddock. Hey girls, how you doing? It's a bit wet, isn't it? It's very wet. Okay, come on. Come on. You're the last one. No more friends. It's absolutely been trashed. It's probably the worst I've ever seen it, to be fair, this winter. I can't believe how wet these paddocks have got. We're going to have to get these rolled in spring. It's just pugged. The whole things are pugged. It's terrible. Let's close this all up. Turn off the fence out the front. We'll turn this fence on for this paddock. That's not going to help. Baleage is up the top, girls. I'll show you. This paddock has always been the worst paddock on our block for holding water. It's been pretty good lately, and then we've just got a little bit of rain over the last couple of days, and it's gone back to being an absolute field of mud. Come on, up here. So I had a cattle agent come out and take a look over the girls a couple of days back, and they're not there yet. You wouldn't send them to the meatworks yet to be processed. They're not at weight. They're probably all about somewhere between 380 kilos to 400, maybe early 400. So they're probably all about 100 kilos away from being ready. These girls are 2 years old in October. But what we've decided to do is, because I'm at a point now where I've got no feed. I did a good job of running through our place with the grass and break feeding it, but we basically hit a wall about 2 weeks ago, and obviously being winter, grass hasn't kicked on yet, so I've got nothing of substance to give the girls. And as you can see, the baleage stockpile is almost gone. So I talked with the agent about a couple of options. I was thinking about buying a bunch of new feed, which is obviously going to cost me a little bit of money to bring some medium square baleage in, which is fine. I was counting on it. I thought we'd be a little bit light this year. This year was a bit of a guessing game because previously I've had a whole 40 acres to work with. This year's the first year I've had the 2 10-acre blocks. So it was a bit of a guesstimate as to how many cattle I could sustain across that. And I was probably a little bit... I threw 15 out there and tried it, but to be honest, it's probably about 5 too many for our place. But you live and learn, right? The meat price at the moment is incredible. Some of the best prices ever. So I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm actually going to sell these to a local farm. He's going to finish them and bring them up to weight, and then they'll go to processors in North Canterbury called Harris Farms, which is where I like to send all my cattle. The meat gets processed there. It stays local in local supermarkets. It feels good to be able to support them and support local. Know that it's coming back to our community. But I'm going to sell them to this local farmer for what I think is really, really great money at the moment, to be honest. I'll share those prices with you soon, actually, in an upcoming video. But that's going to take care of it. If I was going to keep them here and bring them up to weight and send them to Harris Farms directly, I'd have to buy a bunch more bales, probably another 20 medium squares, I think, at a cost of around, at the moment, looking around online, anywhere between $80 and $90 a bale, plus cartage. So I'd have to get 20 of them, and then I'd have to wait for the grass to come away and fatten them up on some grass in summer. So we're looking at somewhere around Christmas. By then, meat prices will probably have dropped slightly because that's when a lot of cattle will be coming on and will be ready. At the moment, there's a real shortage. So I'm taking advantage of that, getting them to a farm locally who's got heaps of feed, can finish them off. They can do real well there. And so what I'm doing now is the truck is going to arrive probably Friday. So in about 6 days time to pick them up. So now I'm going to run them through probably all of my paddocks. They'll probably spend 1 day in here. I know there's not much here and it looks horrific, and it is horrific. But they'll spend a day in here, take the top off anything that's here, and I'll just keep moving them through paddocks basically until the truck comes and takes them away. The baleage I've got there, I know it's not much, but that will get them through until the truck gets here. So I was a little bit on edge when I saw there was going to be a bit of snow. There's supposed to be a little bit of snow tonight, so hopefully nothing significant. But if all else fails, we do have plenty of hay, horse hay in the stable that I can feed out. So yeah, but unfortunately this lot of cattle will be leaving us soon, which is always hard, but I think for them it's for the best, for sure. Yeah, and I think I'll come out on top pretty nicely as well, to be honest. Time to get inside and enjoy the warm fire. It's pretty dang cold out here. This weather is trying to do everything but snow. We've got hail. We're nearly there. That's probably the most white stuff we've had on the ground so far this year. Well, talk about an absolutely beautiful day. It doesn't get better than this in Canterbury. 16 degrees, would you believe? Absolutely sweating out here. Anyway, I thought I'd just give you a quick rundown of where we're up to with the cattle. It's a somber occasion out here at the moment. It's a last supper of sorts with the cattle. Cattle trucks confirmed as coming tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. So yeah, the girls are up here at the yards, in the yards, doing a final cleanup of the yards for me. Yeah, and I've got the agent coming very soon. I'm gonna run them into the yards now, and he's got a scanner. He's got to scan all of the cattle just to make sure who's here, who's ready to go. All of these cows you'll see in their right ear, they all have a tag, and that's so that they can be scanned and we know exactly who's who, and that just makes transport and movements run really smoothly. And also just a little bit of an update on the feed situation. Ran out of baleage yesterday, last night in fact. So talk about cutting it fine. It's embarrassingly fine. It should never be left that fine. If we had a bad snow event here over the last couple of weeks, I would have had to have got some more baleage in, so that was a little bit tight. This morning I had to feed them out some hay, and I've been scrounging around for the last bits of grass that they can eat on the place, but they've completely cleaned it up, so it's the best thing. I'm really glad. The timing's worked really well, but I'm glad they're moving on. It's always sad to see them go though. I never like seeing the cattle truck come to pick them up because they've all got their little personalities, and you kind of get used to them all, and I do genuinely love having the cattle here. So yeah, anyway, we'll move them into yards. Hello. All right, come on, come up here. Let's see how easy they want to be. I've got to get them into this round yard, and from there I'll get them into the cattle yard, but let's see how easily they can be coerced. Come on. Come on, come in here. Come in here. Yes, good. I'll try and sneak past these girls. There we go. Holy dooly. Talk about a smooth process. Ladies, absolutely outstanding. Just going to close some of these gates. Get that closed up. But this is the ramp here. Tomorrow the cattle truck will reverse up to this, and then the girls will get pushed on up into the truck. Let's close this up. Got them all scanned. There's one of the girls has got a broken tag. Oh, not broken, it's just not scanning. So that's a little bit of an inconvenience, but not much we can do at the 11th hour now. But they're all scanned, good to go. I've got to set up a movement in the online portal with Nate, and the cattle truck will be here at 8:30 a.m. Now they need to all stay in the yards tonight and dry out, as they say. So you can't keep feeding them overnight. They've got to dry out their bellies, and that is so that when they get weighed on the truck tomorrow morning, it's giving you an accurate idea of their actual weight. One of those last minute jobs. I had an absolute brain moment and forgot that all of this concrete was all sitting right here, and that was from when I moved it from this area to spread all the shingle around so we could park our cars here, and just realized that in the morning the truck has to come through here to back up to the ramp, and he wasn't going to be able to. So good thing I spotted it. I just had to shift it all out of the way and stack it up neatly, but a lucky catch. Anyway, we'll see you in the morning when the cattle truck arrives. Well, it's the morning of the cows getting picked up, and I can see the cattle truck has just arrived, coming down the driveway. Cheviot Transport, because they're heading up that way. And the cows are all ready to go. They're all in a section of the cattle yards, ready to be pushed up the ramp onto the truck. It should go fairly smoothly. The yards are set up well for this. Well, there goes the truck. See you, ladies. You were a good mob of cattle. It's always bittersweet when the cows go on the truck. Hey, Cyrus, you horses have seen, maybe 3 lots of cattle that I've had over the years since we've been here. Yeah, it doesn't get any easier. Now what do I do? What do I do with my mornings and my nights now? I need to get some more calves, probably in the run up to Christmas, most likely around November. So I'll be looking for, I think, about 10, maybe 8 or 10 weaned calves. I like these Angus heifers. They were good. We got those from a friend's farm, not far from here. They were really great to work with. That's the first lot of Angus cattle I've owned. The last 2 lots were a cross between Friesian and Hereford. So Friesian being a milking cow, Hereford being a beef cow. And so I sort of took the plunge into Angus, and I wasn't sure how I'd get on. I thought they might be a little bit more spicy, a bit harder to work with, but they were fine. Those girls were great. Come on, I'm going to take your rugs off. Hello. I know. Hey, Can't wait to get these paddocks rolled in spring.